Today, it's the National Football League.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson looking to throw right away.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will.
You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jamison Williams
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are once again back in front.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Being chased out left.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Harris running straight ahead.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Steelers at 9-5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Ravens ready to take over.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And
this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error.
All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Carter, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Throwing is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nakobe Dean collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. This is caught by Williams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
46 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start the drive with Harris.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 36 yards on the play. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Jackson going to run. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
a leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Come on, guys, let's go!
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7.